Here we are in the upper Derwent Valley, and what remains of Birchinlee village. Well, it's hard to believe there was once a village here. There was a village here built for the construction of the dams, Derwent and Howden, to house all the workers and everything else. There was even a railway here, and all the history, probably all around here it was, but all the history just behind here. It's all about the railway there. Birchinlee village, there we are. At the beginning of the century, or last century I should say. Actually, this has probably been here a good 20 years I suppose. Probably may have been replaced but not updated, but there you can see the photograph there, or an impression of it there. Flagging up to house the workers who were building Derwent and Howden dams. When these major public works were complete, the village was dismantled and few traces remain. An old farmstead was demolished to make way for the workers' villages, and it was from this that the area took its name. There we are. In 1899, the Derwent Valley Water Board was formed to develop the untapped resources of the River Derwent and its tributaries. Water would be stored, treated and piped to the cities of Nottingham, Leicester, Derby and Sheffield. The board's engineers decided on two masonry dams as the best means of impounding the available water. The Howden Dam was started in 1901 and completed in 1912, so it took 11 years. Further downstream, the Derwent Dam was constructed between 1902 and 1916. Work started in the summer of 1901 on the timber and corrugated iron buildings which came to be known as Tin Town. The population was more than 600 people in 1903, and by October 1910 the workers and their families numbered 901 people. As well as actual dwellings, there were a Christian mission, a schoolroom, a hospital, public baths, a recreation hall, a police station and a canteen. Provisions were supplied by a grocer, a tailor, a bootmaker, a draper and a greengrocer, together with a barber and a post office. Travelling traders were also allowed into the village by the water board, who exercised firm control over the place and its inhabitants. A village inspector was appointed to supervise affairs, and anyone not obeying strict rules was given notice to leave. An active social life developed during the life of this tin town. Socials and dances were held in the recreation hall. Concert parties and bands would visit the local talent also performed. So it's getting quite dark here, but as you can see, they worked, but they had a good social life as well. So social dances were held in the recreation hall, which was another tin hall. Concert parties and bands would visit and local talent also performed, so obviously local performers. Birchinlee football teams had great success in the local leagues. Other leisure pursuits were catered for by evening classes, and gardening was well in evidence. Well, there we are. They had a few gardens around here with a nice soil. Birchinlee or Tin Town was a thriving, self-contained but short-lived community. After their completion, both dams were soon holding back large volumes of fresh water, and the workforce was moving on to other civil engineering projects. In time, the empty buildings were demolished. Nowadays, the only remnants of the place are a few concrete foundations, a brick incinerator near the road at Birchinlee, and a granite cross in Bamford churchyard, which commemorates those who died in the temporary town or at the construction site. The public is not allowed into the town, into the area where Tin Town used to stand, because it is now occupied by young trees. Oh well. And there's all this information here. And by the way, Bamford is about, what, probably from here, probably 3 miles away, I should imagine. 3 or 4 miles. There we are. And about the railway history here. Thousands of tons of stone were needed for the construction of the Howden Dam and Derwent Dam, and to provide it, the quarry was open, or a quarry was opened at Bowl Hill near Grindelford in 1903. It was linked by railway sidings to Bamford. There we are. There's all the history there. I'm sure if anyone wants to find anything else out, they can look online. There we are. Photographs there. And if you want to come here, well, this is Derbyshire. Come to Fairholme, have a good walk around, you'll see it. Not that far from Bamford, and there's also a few nice pubs around here, nice lunches, local beers, etc. This is Birchinlee, and the dam is just behind me. Howden Dam. See the cops here? There's another remnant of the history of the dam building with another reminder of the tin town further closer to Barnford actually. Closer to Ladybower. I believe it is. Oh, I think they are linked, so you've got Ladybower, Derwent and Howden. And there you are, there's a nice photograph there. Showing all the workers, tin huts and everything else there.